Alright, what's up guys? It is K8 Central here, and today I am bringing you some more Kingdom Hearts 3 info for you guys. I kind of briefly mentioned this in the story that I talked about a couple days ago with like the no final mix stuff and stuff like that, but I kind of want to make a full video on it now because it is a very interesting story, and I do think there's a lot to talk about with it, so why not? So yeah, why don't we just get into it? So like I mentioned in the video yesterday, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the main feature in the next issue of Famitsu Weekly. The July version of it is on the cover and everything, which you know makes sense because they love to cover Kingdom Hearts and Famitsu. But of course there was an interview with Tetsuya Nomura in there, and he revealed a ton of information. I mean a ton of information in here. I'm not gonna make like 15 different videos on them individually, you know what I mean? But again, I'm gonna focus on one thing in particular with you guys because I think it's very interesting. So let's talk about that. Here's a direct quote from KH13.com. It's difficult to give a figure for percentage completion at this time. A major concern for Kingdom Hearts 3 is its high volume being met by capacity storage. This is exacerbated by some cutscenes that are being made into movies for load time reduction, but consequently require more capacity than we expected. So pretty much what he said there is that this game is going to be humongous. Like, it's going to be huge, and they're having to cut a lot of corners to actually get all the stuff in there, you know what I mean? And they say they don't even know how complete the game is at this point because there's just so much stuff in the game that they just don't know how far it is from completion yet. So wow, this game is gonna be huge, man. Like, dude, oh my god, this makes me even more excited for this game, man, because they're cramming so much in there, man. They're cramming so much in there, and just, dude, like they mentioned in here, they're having to cut some corners to actually get all the stuff in there, and that's not even helping that much. Like they say in here, they are having to convert some cutscenes into pre-rendered movies because this just helps saves on load time, because I guess there is a lot of cutscenes in this game, and it's kind of putting a lot of strain on the PS4 to kind of load all that stuff into like one scene. I guess that's understandable because there's a lot of, if you look at the Toy Story trailer, there's a lot of like different animations going on with the characters in there, so that kind of makes sense. But when you pre-render it as a movie, it becomes a lot more compressed and a lot more like data inside of it, so it means it's probably the same amount or maybe even more storage in a pre-rendered movie. It does help on load times, but still it has a lot of storage that comes with it, so they might not be even cutting corners with that. But yeah, this just proves how big this game is going to be, and that is just crazy to think about. And that really excites me, you know what I mean? I'm not really a big person for, like, overblown, like, overpacked games, because it can be bloated sometimes, I think. But I think with Kingdom Hearts 3, what they're doing here is a good thing, because there's just a lot of different things you can do. Like, with every world, it seems like a different thing you can do in it. A lot of different mini games and stuff like that. So I think that it's not going to be bloated because there's just so much variety in the game. And it's just going to be awesome. Plus, it's also really going to be huge because the world is going to be probably rendered in one humongous thing. Like we've seen in the trailer, it's not going to be that 15 or 16 room bullshit anymore. In a world, it's just going to be rendered in like 4 or 5 different places, you know what I mean? Just like humongous places. So I think that is going to be another really cool thing right there. Just so much to explore, so much to do, and just so excited. Oh my god! And speaking on that, let's just talk about how big this game could be, how much storage will be in this game. So, usually with the PS4 and Xbox One, they use dual layer Blu-ray discs. That's just what most developers use because it's kind of a midway point. There are triple and quadruple layer Blu-ray discs out there that can hold 100 and 200 gigabytes respectively on them, but I don't think the PS4 and Xbox One read those. You need a special drive to read those. So, take that out of the equation. They'll need like a max of 50 gigabytes for this game. And, whew, oh boy, that is crazy that it's just going to... They're barely fitting 50 gigabytes on there, and that's just crazy. A lot of games are exceeding 50 gigabytes nowadays, so that's kind of making them outdated. So maybe it's kind of a standard thing for games nowadays, but still, a Kingdom Hearts game over 50 gigabytes? Dude. And what I think they'll do, if they can't fit it all on the disc, which a lot of developers nowadays really can't do now, and because their games are getting so huge, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is a huge game, they'll do what they had, like kind of did with Final Fantasy 15, and a lot of developers are also doing this too, is that they'll ship the game with a 50 gigabyte disc with all the capacity full on it, and they'll have a day one update that's like 16 or 20 gigabytes. I think Final Fantasy 15 was 16, and it has the rest of the game on that update, so you don't have to like ship 2 discs with the game, because I think that would just jack up the price. So it's a cost-efficient way to do that, and a lot of people don't agree with that because of internet speeds nowadays, stuff like that, but it's kind of necessary to do that. So I think Kingdom Hearts 3 may go along with that practice as well. If you're getting the game digital like I am, it won't be that big of a deal because it'll just come in one big download, but still a lot of people are going to get the game physical, and that's just what they're going to have to deal with. So I speculate this game will probably be like 60 gigabytes, I say 60 to 70 gigabytes, so like a 10 to 20 gigabyte update for it. You know, maybe they'll be able to fit it all on the disc. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's all I want to talk about with you guys today. Make sure down in the comments below your opinion on this news. What do you think about this storage capacity of this game? Are you excited that there's going to be a lot of stuff in this game? Are you worried that they won't be able to fit it all on one disc and there'll be a day one update? Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe and like this video because it would be really awesome if you did. This has been K Central, and I will see you guys later. Bye.